Hello folks, today we are diving into what I think is a super handy tool called LALAL.AI or LALAL.AI. Now I've recently used one feature from this kind of suite of tools to get me out of a sticky spot I was in with some really bad quality audio that I needed cleaning up, and it did that brilliantly. I'll tell you all about that in a sec. So I was already aware of LALAL.AI before they reached out to ask me to do this video, so it is sponsored, so thank you to them for asking. But equally, I've already used it and I found it really useful, so I thought this might be of interest to you guys too. So what is it? Well, in a nutshell, it's a really high quality AI stem separation tool. Now, if you don't know what a stem separation tool is, you can basically use it to extract individual instruments or vocals from a fully mixed track. You can use it for loads of stuff. I tend to use these sorts of tools for creating my own backing tracks or for isolating parts so I can hear them more clearly. But one of the key features of LALAL's offering is that it allows you to extract individual stems from audio or video files, which I think is kind of unique. I don't know another company that's doing that. And as you can see, it supports a ton of file formats too, which is cool. Easiest way to use this is just to run it from a browser on your computer, right? So you just pop in LALAL.AI into your browser, and that takes you to their homepage. Now the homepage defaults to the stem splitter tool, which is probably what you're going to use this most for, but there's a load of other things as well. So if we go into products here, you can see you've got stem splitter, voice cleaner, voice changer, voice cloner, echo and reverb remover, lead and backing vocal splitter. So we'll run through a bunch of those in a bit, but let's have a look at the stem splitter first. It's pretty straightforward. You've basically got a drop down so you can select which stem you want to obtain from your fully mixed track. So vocals, drums, bass, voice and noise, which is cool, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, piano, synthesizer, strings and wind. Now I want to listen to the electric guitar parts to Radiohead's Paranoid Android, right? So if I select electric guitar, select files, grab my file, so it uploads, then you'll see it's kind of doing its thing. So what it'll do first is give you like a little snippet of it so that you can check the quality. If you're happy with the quality, then you can crack on and get it to split in full, which as you can see at the bottom, it'll say this will deduct 6 minutes and 27 seconds from the amount that I have in my little plan, right? So let's have a listen. So that's done a really good job, I think. Check it out. The other guitar part comes in. Awesome. Now there's also a desktop app that you can download. It's available for Windows OS, for Mac OS and Linux. You can also get it as a mobile app for iOS and Android too. But I use Windows, so we're going to have a quick look at that. So really simple interface. Add files, click that, select song, and then you're presented with a bunch of options. Now I want to hear the electric guitar parts to Paranoid Android. So you select that, hit continue, and then you get another menu where you can basically select the neural network that it's going to use. I would use the latest one. Generally latest is greatest for this sort of stuff. And then you've got enhanced processing as well. Clear cut means less crossbleed, so less other artifacts from other instruments potentially between the stems, but you might miss some finer details. Deep extraction obviously gets more detail, but chance of more crossbleed. I'd leave it at deep extraction personally. The create preview setting I would suggest is worth keeping on because you get to generate a short snippet of the stem free of charge. So that's pretty useful rather than committing, like if it's a 7-minute song or something, which this isn't far off. So it allows you to preview it before you use up, too many minutes, right? So then click start processing. That'll do its thing. It'll upload and then it'll generate the stem for you. Now these are both already downloaded, right? So you can grab them from, the folders on your PC or whatever it is you're using, but you've got two separate stems, right? You've got the electric guitar, but then you've also got the entire song with that track removed, right? Or that instrument removed. So you've already got a built-in backing track, if you like, as soon as you just choose one stem. So you get a backing without that stem as well, which is really useful. So let's have a listen to that. It comes in a little way. Really decent quality because it's very low in the mix and there are two guitar parts here, so In fact, there's 3 guitar parts. Let's have a listen to the chorus. So that's cool. Let's do the same thing for Tom's vocals, right? So again, we go to add files and then Paranoid Android, and then you've got vocal and instrumental or voice and noise. Now the voice and noise is really their denoiser setting that you see in the browser. So I'll come to that later. We're just going to do vocal and instrumental. Again, there's some more options here. I would stick with Perseus, deep extraction. You also have the option to de-echo the vocals or do lead and backing separation, right? And if you really want a clear stem, I'd put the de-echo on, and I'm also going to do the lead and backing separation as well. So we'll see how that fares, okay? So then hit start processing again. It's going to upload and do its thing. Now this time, we've actually got 4 stems, okay? So you've got the instrumental part, which is minus the lead vocal. Which is really good. I mean, that's stripped out Tom's vocal there, isn't it? This is the vocal, the lead vocal. Please could you stop the noise? I'm trying to get somewhere. That's really crisp. The de-echo does a really good job there. Now, the other 2 tracks you've got are the backing vocal, which we asked it to do, and then backing vocal plus instrumental. So it's basically combining these bottom 2. So you've got instrumental and backing vocals, but no lead vocal, okay? But they've done that into one little track for you as well, which is really cool. Again, if you're into like karaoke or you want to play whichever stem it is yourself over all the backing, that's really handy. Let's check the chorus out. What's there? That is tremendous. Really cool. I mean, the backing vocal there.
I'm a paranoid, but not an android.
That's really cool. So it's correctly identified that the chorus part has 2 voices. It's got a lead vocal and then a backing vocal, which is essentially that, you know, computer sounding robot.
Paranoid, but not an android.
That's really good. I'd forgotten about that part. I was actually wanting to show you like sort of the middle 8 bit. Because that has got some really cool stuff going on. Let's see what we got there. That's very cool. You can hear parts there that I hadn't really heard. And you can hear the separation of the backing vocals as well. You can hear Tom's doing one. I'm not sure who's doing the other. Maybe Tom did all of them. But you know, over the lead vocals doing that. And then the backing vocal and instrumental bit for that. Let's try them side by side. So this is the one with the echo and reverb remover. Try to get somewhere. And this is just the standard stem extraction without that turned on. Try to get somewhere. Now I want to show you another product. You can use this in the app as well, but I want to show you it in the browser. And that's the voice cleaner, which is the next one down, right, in the list. So again, same sort of deal. You just, select your file, upload it, and away it goes, right? Now, I recently interviewed Brian Herb, who's Jerry Cantrell's guitar tech. Now, Brian was really generous with his time. I think we spoke for like 2.5 hours. And in that time, it was gold dust, right? He gave me so many cool insights. And after we'd finished, rather embarrassingly on my part, I realised that over an hour of his audio hadn't recorded. So all I had was the bleed of his audio coming from my headphones into the mic I was speaking into. So check this out, right? This is all I have of it. This is me speaking. You can see the big chunks here. That's me speaking.
Maybe we're into things people actually might care about.
Care about it all.
Cares about my band or like my kids, you know.
Oh, come on, I do. So you can just about hear what he's saying if you turn it up really loud. So I thought I would transcribe it all by hand, but then I thought, well, I could probably find an AI tool to do that for me, which I did. But it couldn't hear what he was saying. It wouldn't pick it up, or it certainly wouldn't be able to clearly transcribe the conversation. That is until I used the denoiser. So I ran all this audio through the denoiser, and then I tried it again in the AI tool, and it absolutely picked up all of it. It was amazing. It saved me so much time. And I now have the entire conversation, so I can at least make a video based on the information that Brian's given me. That's coming soon, so do stay tuned. There's loads of good stuff in it. Now, there's some other features as well. So you've got this voice changer. Now, with this, you can literally change your own voice to sound like other artists. Bit controversial. And there's a bunch of voice packs here. There's some feature voice packs with artists. I mean, you've got all sorts. I'd quite like to hear Optimus Prime singing on something, wouldn't you? Another one is the voice cloner. So this is quite interesting because you can record like 10 to 50 minutes of your own voice into it and then create an AI clone of your own voice, right? And you could use that to then create voiceovers and stuff from your own voice. So, I mean, it'd be great if you had a job where you're like, I've lost my voice this week, I can't work. And maybe this would be a thing that you could use, or work, God forbid, you know, you lose the ability to speak. You've actually got a way of, I don't know, keeping your voice kind of alive, which is kind of cool. So there you have it. Aside from the stem extraction being super high quality, I think the fact that you can extract from videos as well is very useful. The audio denoiser, as I say, I've already used that to get me out of a tight spot. Now you can use it free, just with some limits, so just try it out for free and let me know what you think. And then obviously if you find it useful, there's a bunch of paid options that you can explore, and I'll pop a link in the description below. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon.